obnoxious when you did it.
Oh, all right, so we're back online. Okay, so welcome to Burnout Box, Season 3, Episode 21. I'm
Take
Justin.
2.
Yeah.
I'm Rebecca.
We're here at VMP World Headquarters. It's raining, typical Florida weather, but it's all good. We're bolting on some horsepower in the shop. I'm going to be going to the dyno soon with Mr. Derek Brand's Lucifer car. And he's getting the latest version of our Gen 3R kit with the new lower intake manifold, the new no-grind belt drive system, all that stuff that's going to be rolling out here soon. So that's really exciting. Oh, we've got music. We've got music.
We apologize for our technical difficulties today, you guys, and we appreciate you bearing with us.
We had somebody call out last minute, and that normally runs the live shows, so we're getting it sorted out.
He has been helping via phone a friend, and if you just bear with us for a little bit longer, we will be sure to get going.
Our musical score is over. Okay. Well, so I know a lot more people are getting out and like racing and stuff like that.
I feel like the whole world was racing this weekend. They were racing in Bradenton, they were racing in Enos, they were racing up in Indy. Everybody was racing except for me. And
Rebecca's race car is currently down. So
sure is.
Down for a little engine freshen up. We found a crack in the crank, so we are repairing that, rebuilding that, and it'll be back faster and stronger, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. I did mention this. I guess it was the other day. I just was like, yeah, by the way, I wish Christmas would come in July and bring an air shifter.
I think we can arrange that.
Yeah.
I think we can arrange that.
An M&M air shifter, if you're listening, Santa, that's what I want.
Yeah. M&M. Like the transmission, not like the candy.
No, I don't like M&M candies. I'm not into that.
We got some commentary.
So we've got Patrick Nardone saying, "What's up, guys and gals? Not much. Hope you are doing well." Brett Lemminger says, "Your stuff is on the way. It's being overnighted to the shop." Awesome.
So guess what he found?
Oh, is it stuff for the
car.
that came with the car?
For the car.
For the car? What? Oh.
Yep. Some
cool.
paperwork for Project Snowbird. You wouldn't imagine how hard it is to get a title when there's a pandemic. You know, so whatever.
It's as hard as it is to get anything else when there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Bad Boss Racing. Did Derek bring Joe some chocolate milk?
I don't know. Maybe he did. But Derek did tell us that he was watching all of our videos before he came down here and like doing research. So obviously he knows about Joe's chocolate milk obsession requirement. What do you want to call it?
If somebody were going to bring you something when they were visiting the shop, what would they bring you?
Oh, man.
What would they bring you?
You tell me.
I mean, I brought you coffee the other day at the shop, but I feel like that's an everyday necessity.
Starbucks is good. Cocoa Cloud Macchiato. If you're just gonna want to go with basic iced mocha, and this
light ice.
Yeah, this is Florida. All we drink is iced coffee.
Yeah, that'd be those would be good.
Yeah.
Good. What type of gifts are those called when you come over to somebody's house?
You call them Edie gifts.
Edie prizes.
Edie prizes.
Edie prizes. Yeah. Yeah. The only gift I ever really want is food.
I like chocolate.
And an M&M air shifter, if you all are listening.
You're listening. I like chocolate too.
Janssen50 says, thoughts on octanium and reasons not to use it. It's common to find versus boostane. Oh, so that he watches frequently enough to know our standard answer to this.
Well, you can find boostane on our website and we can ship it to you.
He lives in the Great White North, so I'm thinking he probably is reluctant to pay for that.
I think octanium would probably work fine.
Yeah. Elvis King, good day, Justin and Rebecca.
Hey.
Hi, Elvis King. Patrick Nardone, hey guys, bought the new VMP fuel system kit. What's up with the 2-week top hat delay?
Suppliers.
Yep.
It's when there's a pandemic, everything takes longer.
And I think just about anybody that's got a fuel system is realizing the same issue at this point. So,
but we do have a plan in place to take care of our customers and keep that supply flowing. It's just taking a little bit longer. So, but don't worry, we're working on it. And you know, as always, if you're trying to make a race or a dyno session, you know, just call in. If there's anything we can do, we will do it. If we can overnight it, you know, no extra charge for you or anything like that, we will.
We try to be creative people. Sometimes we do some really creative stuff. So
creative problem solving.
Yep, absolutely.
To meet customers' needs.
Dakota Haywood says, "Hey guys, going to be in Carlisle in July with you guys for dyno tuning. Who from the team is going to be there?" You are.
Me.
I am.
Becca. A couple of our techs and salespeople.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we'll have a crew of about 4 to 5 people there.
It's that weekend is interesting for a number of reasons. There's also Ponies in the Smokies, which is a great show that we like to go to and support as well. That is happening that weekend, so we will have a team there. And there is also an NMRA. Is it NMRA and NMCA race? Is it there? No, it's just NMRA happening in Indy, Illinois that weekend. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool car activities to choose from, and you and I will be at the one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, Janssen 50, what's your idea on the new Mach 1 for 2021? What do you think it will have to set it apart?
I'm not all that excited about it.
I'm not either, but that's kind of my, like, I kind of defer to that. I don't get super excited by the special edition Mustangs usually.
I wish they would have put a 7.3 naturally aspirated engine in it.
That would set it apart.
Or like a naturally aspirated 5.2 GT500 motor, because the heads and cams in the new 5.2 are really good. Yeah. I mean, if they did that, that'd just freaking blow us all away. And I mean, like, even the Bullet intake is, the GT350 intake is really good on an NA 5.0 or 5.2. So, like, all the parts are in the parts bin. You just have to pick the right ones.
Bad Boss Racing. Need to get that VMP sauce for my Boss 302, but I have the money for the tune, but not enough for the credits.
Gotcha.
Save that money.
Yeah, and I mean, a Boss 302, if you want to use the track key, we've definitely got to tune it with an HP Tuners product.
Janssen 50 says, full bolt-on Gen 1 like Chucky, looking to do cams next. Which cams would you recommend?
I would say like a Com Stage 3 cam and an intake manifold, either a ported 18 or a Cobra Jet, and just send it. Rev it to the moon and send it.
Chad Dowd says, shout out to Justin and Rebecca along with the VMP crew for extensive help this past weekend at the track.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you for being out there and representing.
We're going to help you meet and exceed your goals, Chad, so get more things squared away.
Yep. Travis Schott says he hears a Mustang getting some dyno time in the background.
Wow, these microphones are sensitive. Yeah.
Don't tell any secrets. Actually, everybody here knows that they shouldn't tell you any secrets anyways.
So we got a little Odin on the table. Mm-hmm. Greek god.
Norse god.
Norse god, sorry. Yeah, not Greek. Duh.
That's okay. I'll keep the mythology in check. You just keep the lid in check.
Lid in check. I thought it'd be cool to pull it off. This is leftover from the video that we released last week about what's in the Odin Supercharger kit. So definitely when you're installing the Supercharger, you take this off to make things lighter and easier to install, but also because the Supercharger is bolted down to the engine from the inside, except for one bolt all by its lonesome on the front. So
I'm waiting for someone to come in.
Derek M.I. says, Derek M. says, I see you guys offer the X-Force Varix exhaust with the mufflers being, will the mufflers being closed affect the tune? 16 Gen 3 free-flowing exhaust with MBRP race. Well.
There There goes that dyno pull.
So, free-flowing exhaust with MBRP race, and I like loud, but leaving the house at 6 a.m. I feel bad. Apparently, we like loud too, as you may have heard just now.
Yeah, to answer your question, they're going to be fine when they're closed. I wouldn't worry about the flow rate when they're closed and stuff, even with a Gen 3 blower on top.
Jansen 50 wants to know, will Chucky get some stage 3 cams?
I don't know. We've been so busy. Chucky is kind of just hanging out.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
We're playing with all sorts of new stuff right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, we like the older Coyote stuff too. Obviously, I love the older Coyote stuff. We'll come back to it at some point, but right now we are inundated.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're actually doing an installation video on Derek Baran's 2013, so we have that in the repository. And just lots of stuff like that keeps us busy and keeps us from messing with project cars.
Bad Boss Racing, will we ever see VMP at Mid-America Ford meet that gets put on in Tulsa, Oklahoma every June, or anywhere close to Oklahoma?
Funny story about that. We came once. You didn't make it because your flight got canceled.
Oh, that was the one. Oh,
yeah.
That was awful for me.
Yeah. We had a new baby.
I was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
I had worked all day in clinic and got to the airport and was told that my flight was canceled and there were no options for me to get to Oklahoma.
So it was a cool show, and I got to drive my Boss 302 on track there. And I think it was back in, do you remember what year that was?
Yeah, it would have been 13 because I was pregnant with Abby.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. But I don't know that we'll go back again. I heard that show is not what it used to be. And it would be like the farthest show for us.
How's that track?
It's all right. It's very tough on brakes and tires. It's a slower, it's not like a slow track, but it's a lot of that. It would be fun to drive an S550 around that track compared to a solid axle car because they turn so much better.
And there's not any other thing that we really go out to in Oklahoma, but we do come to Texas every year for Texas 2K. So if you want to make a little bit shorter of a drive, go from Oklahoma to Texas instead of Oklahoma to Florida.
Yeah.
And see us there. See us there. Travis Schott says, that's a dyno pull really getting after it. Yeah, sure was. Lazaro Umanzar 12, or has a 12 GT500 with a Gen 2R. Which mods do I need to make 750? I don't have E85 nearby.
Yeah, we can do that. Can most definitely do that. So Gen 3R.
Gen 2R.
Oh, he's got a Gen 2R.
Yeah.
Ooh. You need a Gen 3R. 2.6 pulley, a little bit of boosting to be on the safe side, but it's pretty easy to make like 700 to 740 on good 93 with the Gen 3R. But boosting would get you that 750 number safely. And like I said, 2.6 or 2.7 pulley, one of our big throttle bodies, it'll do it all day long. It'll do 800 if you really want, but most people don't want to live on that edge with a stock motor.
Bad Boss Racing says it's got different management and smaller turnout than before. Justin is right. Hallett is very tiny and only a very small straightaway. I would not. I like the straightaways on a road. I like straightaways in general, apparently.
I remember that straightaway because my transmission and the Boss was giving me crap between the clutch and the MT82. And I'm like, should I use third and let off before the end, or should I use fourth and have to downshift? Because you know what? I drove the whole track in one gear.
Oh,
yeah. And the car was supercharged, so it had like some low end to get you out of the corners, but it still kind of sucked.
Brandon Lewis, for a 2015 up, is there a plug-and-play way to wire up the fans so you can manually turn them on?
You know, Brandon, there's not a great way to do it manually, and if you do grab the trigger wire and put a switch on it, that's also the trigger wire for the pump. So I would recommend that you purchase like 2 separate harnesses and or build your own harness if you wanted to do something like that. So since we had Odin sitting here and the lid's removable, I figured I'd give everybody a chance to see what's underneath the lid. In case you haven't seen the video, there are 2 huge intercooler bricks here. And a lot of supercharger systems only have one of these in the center under the blower that's maybe a little bit wider. This has got 2 directly over the ports, which allows us to feed the runners very, very well, good even distribution, and get the air nice and cool, basically have twice the cooling capacity.
Brian Mockenridge says, what do you guys recommend doing to an 07 GT500 motor internals and or porting today, making 1,000 horsepower as safe as possible? I already have a return fuel system, ID 1000 injectors, Gen 2R, 15% lower, 2.4 upper, and he's on corn.
Brian, he's been on the show a couple times recently.
Has he? It's been forever since I've seen his truck.
I feel like saw his name come up somewhere.
Huh. I think, like, I saw it either the last show or in the last couple, but I've only once, maybe.
So, really, Brian, a Gen 3R and rods and pistons. Since you're on E85, go ahead and bump the compression to at least 9.5 or 10 to 1. You can do a Gen 3R, you can do some cams, and we can make 1,000 very, very safely. And you're going to want like an ID 1300 injector while you're in there. With all that being said, we'll end up going to like a much larger upper with the Gen 3R, maybe like a 2.6 or so, since you've got that 10% lower. But man, that thing would be a beast.
Jason Chambry says, hi guys, it's been a while.
It's been a long while, man. How you doing? I think he owns a bakery now.
Oh, really?
In Michigan, based on his Facebook, yeah. Pretty crazy. So, but that's cool. I hope you're doing well.
Okay, so Zach Joseph says, can you make a video on different heat exchangers versus yours and the difference between dual pass versus triple pass?
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea. So, yeah, we could do something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Heat exchanger wars. That's a big thing. And we have some tricks up our sleeve that I just thought of. We actually make our heat exchanger with 1-inch lines. I don't know how many people know that, but it's available that way. If you need it that way, it can be ordered that way. Well, we getting any more questions? We want to pretty much finish up.
That's what you guys are ready?
Yeah.
The questions kind of trailed off.
Well, sorry for the technical difficulties earlier in the show. We'll start on time next week. And until then, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We will see you later.
Thanks, everyone.